So tires are notoriously full of lots of dangerous chemicals. My name is Pete Mackey and I'm a member of the steering committee of the tire team. And I live in White Deer Township, New Columbia, about 2 miles where they are planning to build this tire incinerator.
This is going to be a factory that's going to be, or could be, as proposed, an operation that's going to burn tires 24 hours a day.
They want to build this tire burning facility next to National Gypsum's plant. They want to power the National Gypsum plant with the 7 megawatts they generate, and they want to sell the excess energy to PPL. If this plan goes through, use 100% tire-derived fuel, or TDF, in their combustion process. It'll be entirely shredded tires.
If this were to be built, the negative environmental impacts really could be the toxins that would be put into the air. And I think that should really be our main concern. We certainly wouldn't want our third graders smoking cigarettes. Why would we build this kind of facility and put that stuff into the air that they could breathe when they're out in the playground?
Tires are basically a combination of noxious chemicals, which, at least in tire form, are contained in the rubber that creates a tire. The problem is when you burn those tires, all those toxic pollutants are released into the air. Now, N-Tire makes promises that its buffering system and its filtering system for this incinerator will work well enough that those of us who live nearby will not have to worry about those toxins getting into the lungs of our children, into our farms, into our river, into our own lungs. I don't accept that. There's been no proof across the history of tire incineration that this is anything but a dangerous idea.
But even if DEP got it right and said, you know, tires can safely be burned, which I'm just scratching my head on that one altogether, but if they got it correct, I don't believe that the company that wants to do this has the ability, or quite frankly the will, to do it effectively. When the opposition to the facility is being done in several ways, of course I'm taking the political aspect in opposing it with DEP and the governor, but the legal steps that are being taken is the township has hired some attorneys, from my understanding, and I have not spoken with the township supervisors to appeal the permit. I have spoken to some local residents who have hired attorneys or are filing appeals. I don't know that they hired attorneys, but they're filing appeals.
The Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection approved the plant proposal earlier in the fall, and at that point most of the community actually had no idea that the plant had even been approved. So very shortly after DEP issued the official permit and the official approval, some community members who had already been fighting the tire burner started essentially a massive PR campaign to raise awareness. After that point, 5 individual citizens, as well as the Township of White Deer, have each filed appeals against the project. And what this means at this point is that until the State Environmental Hearing Board reviews all of the evidence, the plant is on hold for 6 to 9 months, which really means that we have a period of 6 to 9 months ahead of us in which we can put up a fight and hopefully stop the project.
The longer it takes, the better. You know, time is our best ally. And the longer we can make sure that this thing doesn't happen, I think the better chances we have for our being able not to have this plant built.
There's many other reasons besides the emissions why this plant is concerning. That includes the lack of experience N-Tire has with a facility like this, and their experience on something like this is 0. Number 2, it includes the fact that the risks of a catastrophic fire are high. Number 3, it includes the fact that every other 100% tire-derived fuel plant that has ever been built has been shut down for violations, bankruptcy, or unstoppable fires. Number 4, it includes a location near the children of White Deer Elementary School. Number 5 includes a location near the Susquehanna River and the location near our farms in that rural community. So even if I accept that DEP got it right, and even if I accept that DEP's judgment of N-Tire's emissions plan is the correct one, namely that it is as safe and effective as it can be, there are many other reasons that we don't want a tire incinerator in our community.